or welcome back. Tonight we're going to be doing a quick little video that was requested by exactly one person. So I'm going to be ranking the Guts album I did by Olivia Rodrigo. I did Sour ages ago when it came out. Yeah, so I have my Spotify stats app pulled up so that I don't have to think too hard or go like on vibes. I literally have the amount of times that everything is streamed, so like obviously if I'm streaming it more I must like it more. Just like before, or like with the, I don't know if I did it with the first Olivia video. I think I did. I'm gonna have the songs pulled up on probably Genius and just go over like a standout lyric or line or whatever so that the video is not 2 minutes long. But yeah, also in the fashion of the Sour video, I'm gonna start with Vampire because it was her lead single for the album, and so I streamed the absolute shit out of it before the album ever came out. So number one, it has the most streams, but I wouldn't say that it's my favorite song. And number two, I can't, because I listen to it so much, I've kind of worn myself out on it. Like I don't ever listen to it really anymore. If I go to stream the album, it's not one that I usually let play through because I just listened to it obsessively when she released it, and it's also on the radio, so I hear it even more than I stream it. So yeah, Vampire is the most streamed though, and it's a beautiful song, but I've just like, I don't know if you guys ever do that, if you just like a song and you just wear it out to the point that you can't even really listen to it anymore. Okay, here we go. So it's in the second verse. He says, "Oh, what a mesmerizing, paralyzing, fucked up little thrill. Can't figure out just how you do it, and God knows I never will." So I really like that line. Like I said, there's a bunch of lines I really like in this one too, but that's definitely my favorite. But I quite like the, more than even the lyrics perhaps, I really like the production on that song. So my least streamed song, so I guess my least favorite, although I don't have a least favorite, I really enjoyed this album as a whole. I really liked all the songs, obviously some more than others, but there wasn't a song that I didn't like. Well, there was one that I didn't like at first, but it grew on me. So my least streamed song though is Teenage Dream, which is the closing track for the album. And again, like I just said, I do really like the track. I do. I just, you know, it's been a long time since I was a teenager, and so I don't really relate to this song particularly. But I do kind of understand, like obviously I remember how it feels to be a teenager and to be like thinking of these things. But I think the best part of the song is the ending, like how it kind of builds and builds and builds. It's just like, they all say that it gets better the more you grow. Yeah, they all say that it gets better, but what if I don't? Which I think is, you know, that's a very popular phrase, you know, like it gets better, things change, and it's like, okay, well, you know, but what if they don't, or what if I don't? So I like that idea. So that's my least streamed track. Okay, so my second least favorite or least streamed track is Lacey, which is the one I was talking about a second ago when I said that it had to grow on me. It was my least favorite on the first a couple listens. I don't know. It didn't do much for me, but eventually I really grew to like it. I wouldn't say I love it, but I like it. And let's see. I really like the second verse. Smart, sexy, Lacey, I'm losing it lately. I feel your compliments like bullets on skin, and the snow. dazzling starlet, Bardot reincarnate, well, aren't you the greatest thing to ever exist? I think most people can relate to that feeling of insecurity and comparison. So it's obviously a very universal topic. Something just about the song wasn't my favorite, like I said, but I do like it. And I think actually we have TikTok editors to thank for me liking it, because I saw several edits and that kind of helped me like pick up an attachment to the song or whatever. So obviously Love Is Embarrassing, it's like, again, self-explanatory, the title, just talking about like the ways that we kind of minimize ourselves in relationships, or put other people's needs ahead of ours, or accept like less than stellar behavior from someone just because you care about them, and like how, looking back on it, it's really embarrassing. Let's see. I really like the end of this song as well. She does like outros really well, I would say. Or it's just like, but she does these kind of like little lilts and stuff with her voice at the end, which I really like. She's like, yeah, I give up everything. I'm planning on my wedding with some guy I'm never marrying. Like the way she says it. I love it. But I also like the second verse, which is like, I consoled you while you cried over your ex-girlfriend's new guy. My God, how could I be so stupid? You found a new version of me, and I damn near started World War III. I think we can all probably relate to feeling like you were overreacting, even if like the situation was obviously bad. Was it worth all of that? Probably not. So yeah. The next one, I don't know when. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 tracks? Is there 12? So it's 12, 11, 10, 9. So let's say this is 9. Ninth place is Pretty Isn't Pretty. So yeah, Pretty Isn't Pretty. Again, talking to insecurity and comparison, which we all know comparison is the thief of joy. So yeah, just like, I know I bought all the clothes that they told me to buy. I chased some dumb ideal my whole fucking life, and none of it matters and none of it ends. You just feel like shit over and over again. So, you know, speaking to a woman's experience, not that men don't experience like jealousy and comparison and feeling unworthy and whatnot, but I definitely think that societal pressures are worse for women. I don't think that any sane person would argue against that. I don't know. I guess maybe they would. They'd be wrong. I don't know what to tell them. They'd be wrong. So she's just, I could change up my body and change up my face. I could try every lipstick in every shade, but I'd always feel the same, because pretty isn't pretty enough. And I think that coming from someone like Olivia, who obviously is the societal definition of pretty, like she's young, thin, aesthetically pleasing, talented, like she's all the things that you would think would make someone confident, but it just isn't always like that. And you know, she's a gorgeous girl, but there's always someone prettier or more talented or thinner, or you know, blah 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 blah. And so even the most affluent or privileged or gorgeous people in the world can still feel really insecure. So I like that she speaks about that. I think that people have this idea of celebrities in their head, or like, well, it's like, yeah, maybe this sucks, but you're rich, so just get over it. And I think maybe sometimes that's true, but anybody can be depressed or insecure no matter the circumstances. So that was number 9. And number 8, and I honestly thought this would be higher. I don't know. I like this song a lot, so I feel like it should be higher. But apparently it's not. Okay, I think maybe because it's shorter, because it has more streams than the other ones. So maybe this really wasn't a good, like, reflection of which songs I like the most, because it's got them ranked in order of, like, the length of time I've spent listening to them, and not necessarily the amount of streams, because up next is All American Bitch, which was probably my favorite song on the first listen through, and it is streamed more than some of the other ones that are higher up, but it's a shorter song. So, yeah, this is a horrible ranking. This is going so well. What the fuck? Perfect All American Bitch. Perfect All American. So the first time I heard this song, it gave me very much 10 Things I Hate About You vibes. Like, I just felt like the song was Kat Stratford, and that she would have just, like, loved it and related to it a lot. I really just like this whole song. I like the way she delivers it, but the whole song is great. It's like, it's like, I feel for your every little issue. I know just what you mean, and I make light of the darkness. I've got sun in my motherfucking pocket. Best believe. Forgive and I forget. Yeah. She says, I know my age and I act like it. Got what you can't resist. I'm a perfect all-American bitch. It's just a fun song. I mean, I don't think it's that deep, but it's fun. It's a good time, which I care about more than lyrical content all the time. Like, obviously good lyrics are important, but I like to just vibe sometimes. So yeah, I really feel like this should be higher. Like I said, I just started my guided access. What is happening? So next, I just love how I've looked at you like, not at all. You know what? This might just get scrapped. Next up, we have logical. I don't know what place that's in now. I fell for you like waterfalls from the February sky, but now the current's stronger. No, I couldn't get out if I tried. I like that. You built a giant castle with walls so high I couldn't see. The way it all unraveled and all the things you did to me. Let's see next. So we have Bad Idea, right? So that one was her second single. So it's pretty high. I would say it's probably maybe bumped down a space or two since it's become a radio single, because like if I hear something over and over and over again, like I said, I just get a little burnt out on it, and I've heard it a lot recently, but it's good. It turned it on TikTok too, which means like there was a lot of overexposure, but it's still a good song. Seeing you tonight, it's a bad idea, right? So I actually just like the beginning of this. It's kind of spoken word. She's like, I haven't heard from you in a couple of months, but I'm out right now and I'm all fucked up. And you're calling my phone, you're all alone. And I'm sensing some undertone. That's my favorite part. It's just, again, a vibe. Nothing too crazy. But that's definitely the best part. You're calling my phone, you're all alone, and I'm sensing some undertone. You're like, but you're sending me your new address, and I know we're done, I know we're through, but God, when I look at you, she's like, my brain goes, oh. It's a good time. Can't hear my thoughts, I cannot hear my thoughts. And then next on the list is Ballad of a Homeschool Girl. Yes. possibly should be, no, like, because technically if I take Vampire out of the running, it's third. I'd say that's accurate. I really, really like this one. I think, is this maybe, no, Get Him Back is on the radio. I was gonna say, there's another radio song right now. So, Ballad of a Homeschool Girl. She says this several times in the song. Each time I step outside, it's social suicide. Social suicide. My favorite lines, honestly, are the, I talked to this hot guy, swore I was his type, guessed that he was making out with boys like the whole night. Everything I do is tragic. Every guy I like is gay. So funny every time. I feel like some people thought that that was like an offensive line, but I don't think she's bashing him for being gay. I think she's bashing herself for her type being gay guys. But I don't know. I also really like the opening verse where she says, and I hate all my clothes, feels like my skin doesn't fit right over my bones. So I guess I should go, the party's done and I'm no fun. I know. A lot of these songs have a very like punk rocky, like early 2000s Avril kind of vibe, which I really like. I fucking love Avril Lavigne. She just announced her tour that's like all of her like old stuff, and she's coming to Nashville, and I don't have tickets, but I'm definitely going. I love Avril Lavigne so much. So like when I say that comparison, it is with the utmost like respect and admiration. I feel like when Avril kind of dipped from the scene, we've had an Avril hole, and so I was really actually pleasantly surprised about the direction of this album, because I think, I don't know, I think that I still like Sour maybe just a little bit more, but it definitely had a more serious like undertone and more like darker lyrical content, which I don't know, I guess just I resonate more with, but this album is more fun. This album has more of the vibe of like Jealousy, which is one of her favorite tracks off the first album, and it has more of that edge, so I do still really like it. In number 2 place, I have Get Him Back, which I keep saying, this song is so fun, this song is so fun, but it is so fun. Actually, I don't even know if I need to pull up Get Him Back, because my favorite line is definitely, I want to call your mom up and tell her son sucks, because it's just funny. What is she saying? Yeah. I want to meet his mom and tell her son sucks. So it reminds me of the opening of Cardi B's Through the Phone, where she's like, I just want to break up all your shit, call your mom a phone, let her know that she raised a bitch. Because I think, while I don't think it's fair to put all of the responsibility of a man's or even a woman's actions on their parents, I do think there is this epidemic of boy moms, or like inappropriate relationships between mothers and sons that's very toxic, and they raise men to be, some men to be like just immature and irresponsible and demanding and mean and just not good partners, and honestly not good people in a lot of situations, because they are so spoiled by their mothers, because their mothers honestly have like incestuous relationships with them. It's so weird. Like anyone, you can be a mother of a boy, but if you call yourself a boy mom, that's a huge red flag to me. I don't like it. Sorry. And you know what I just realized? We're about to do the number 1, and I actually skipped the Grudge, which was down here between Pretty Isn't Pretty and All American Bitch. So yeah, this video. I'm so sorry. This is the worst video of all time. Okay, so the Grudge. So yeah, I think the chorus is probably the best part of the song for me. You know, and I try to be tough, but I want to scream, how could anybody do the things you did so easily? And I say I don't care, I say that I'm fine, but you know, I can't let it go. I've tried for so long. It takes strength to forgive, but I don't feel strong. TMI, and I'm not going to go into it for too long, but I have a really, really bad relationship with my father. And, yeah, people, my mom especially, but even my friends and other family, really want me to, like, reconnect with him or, like, have, like, reestablish some kind of relationship. And it's just really hard for me because I don't forgive him and I don't want to, you know? Do you ever feel like that? Like, obviously he's not owed my forgiveness, but I just don't want to do it. I don't feel like I have the space in him or for him in my life anymore. Like, he's just been gone for so long that it feels like it would be more effort than it's worth to try to, like, accommodate him and, like, move past the awkwardness and even find time to have a father-daughter relationship. Like, I just don't want to. I don't know. I'm sure that all the other girlies with daddy issues know what I mean. I don't know. Yeah. So I really like The Grudge, but it always makes me pretty emotional because that's always who I think about when I hear it. And then, to wrap this video up, guys, this horrible hot mess dumpster fire of a video is my favorite song off the album, which I think it's accurate. I think it is my favorite, is Making the Bed. I really like, and the chorus where she says, getting drunk at a club with my fair weather friends. I like that line, fair weather friends. I think that most people have probably experienced that kind of friendship in their life, or the people that are only around for the good times, or like they're friends but they're not good friends, they're not your best friends, you can't really rely on them for anything. She says, push away all the people who know me the best, but it's me who's been making the bed, and I'm so tired of being the girl that I am. Every good thing has turned into something I dread, and I'm playing the victim so well in my head, but it's me who's been making the bed. And yeah, I think that I really relate to that line a lot. I think a lot of people can, about kind of creating situations for yourself and then being upset about where you're at. I'm definitely can fall victim to that, of pushing people away. I'm very emotionally closed off. Probably thanks to my dad, right? But so yeah, like, if you push people away and you're just not open to new, like, any kind of relationships or like connections or closeness or anything, and you surround yourself with people that aren't really good for you, then you're upset because you don't have that support or you don't have those good relationships to rely on, but you did it to yourself. Like, you made your bed and now you have to lie in it. So that's my favorite song off the album for sure. And the rest of the list is maybe a little wonky because I really do love All American Bitch. I think it should be like in second or third instead of kind of further down, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I think more importantly than the ranking, people just kind of like to hear your thoughts about the songs that they like too. I don't know. I do. I guess that's why I won. This is random, but do you guys like watch reaction videos? Because that's kind of the YouTube rabbit hole that I've fallen into lately, is reaction videos, like watching people watch movies or listen to songs. That is what I spend the majority of my time on YouTube doing. I don't even consume as much ASMR as I used to. Not really sure why, but I've just kind of been in a funk. Not been reading like I normally do or listening to ASMR, but I'm definitely on my like reaction channel binge. I love it. I feel like it lets you kind of almost experience things again for the first time, and that's really exciting, especially when it's something like you absolutely love, because you can't get that feeling for yourself anymore. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately. What have you guys been up to? Did you like Guts? Are you a fan of Olivia? I would like to go to the tour, but I don't know if I will. But if you are, let me know. I hope that somebody enjoyed something out of this video, even though it was a mess. But yeah, hopefully I will see you guys again sooner rather than later and in a bit more of a put together fashion. But until then, I hope you guys have a really good night or day or whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.